have got everything set. So, again, thank you so much for joining. You ended up being sort of a late addition, but I'm really happy to have you here. We hadn't had a chance to talk or interact too much before, but obviously I've seen you around, and it's just a pleasure to have you. So, thank you for stopping by. For starters, I know that you have been around in the VTuber community at least as long as I have. I think longer, if memory serves. So I'm guessing you were at the very least aware of Sana leading up to her debut, and I'm not sure. Did you tune into the debut itself?
Yes, I have. I started out VTubing since September of 2020, so around the time when Holomyth debuted. So yeah, I've been around since then, and then also the Holo Council debuts as well. Yes.
Did you have any, first impressions or anything that really drew you to Sana in those early days?
Yeah, like when I started off watching like her debut. Well, yeah, her debut, I was watching it, and I thought like she had like a pretty interesting design, I would say. And then there was like a little bit like some funny moments on there, like for example like the Sana transcendence. Like I thought that was like pretty cool, like the thing that she does with her eyes.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And the fact that she can make herself big, that's
like, the limiter removal cool. Was the big standout for me, and just the destruction of Earth twice in one stream.
Oh yes.
It really brought the flavor together, and that it being the first debut of Council, coming on the heels of those 3 rather cryptic lore videos leading up to their announcement, that she very much leaned into those motifs and sort of acted as that transition for Council as a whole, from this very cryptic sort of mythological presentation and into the more standard, I suppose, VTubing imagery, and that she really bridged that with the intro part of her debut.
Oh yeah, she did the little like lore video that she did. Yeah, that was like pretty interesting as well. That was pretty cool.
Were there any streams of hers that really stood out for you? Anything that when she was playing a particular game that you were sure to tune in for, or at least watch the VOD after the fact?
I do remember. I think Sana was like playing. I forgot which Pokemon game it was. It was probably like one of the newer ones. And then
it probably would have been the Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, because it would have been that or Legends Arceus.
I think it was the first one. Yeah, the first one you mentioned. But yeah, and like out of nowhere, she got like a shiny Rayquaza. I was like, oh snap, let's go.
Yeah.
I remember that moment. That was cool. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like January of this year. Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, I think so. That
cool. Yeah, she was like very excited when she got it. I was like, oh snap, let's go. Like,
yeah, she'd been looking for that shiny for a while. Yeah. I was actually watching that exact clip earlier today because she was doing a simultaneous, it was a pseudo collab with Ina, that they were both looking for a shiny legendary, and it was just them being on a voice call together because, grinding for shiny Pokemon is a bit of a tedious task that under normal circumstances it would have loaned itself to being a just chatting stream, but that she and Ina decided to sort of do that in parallel, and it became a collab and a just chatting thing for them, and the two of them were actually between a bigger conversation, and you can see the video from both Sana's perspective and Ina's, and Ina just starts screaming to the point where I think it actually cut out of Ina's, that just the limiter I think was hit there, and she actually had to run. She was like, "One sec, I need to turn on the air conditioning because I'm getting so hyped up that I'm getting warm." And warned her at some point. She was like, "If you don't calm down, you're going to pass out," because she was on the verge of hyperventilating. It was a very fun, very energetic moment, but it was just so Sana.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was such like an epic moment for her, for sure. Like she got something that she was looking for. Like she reached a goal that she had on the stream.
Yeah, and it's such a fun hype moment, in that I think that really encapsulates Sana as a whole. That she's a very bubbly, energetic person, and that she has this soft-spoken side, but that, like with everything else, Sana is vegan. That includes the excited outbursts.
I just like her energy for sure. She really has like a positive aura, and that's what drew her to me. Like when I was watching her debut, for sure.
Mm, do you have any other sort of favorite memories or just sort of aspects of her as a content creator that things that you were really eager to tune in for, or just things that you're going to remember even after she finishes streaming as Sana?
Yeah. I have checked out like is it it was like the Hollow Council cover of Hikaru Nara. Yeah, that one was like I really like the song, like for sure. That was a really great song. Like everyone just sang it together so well, and I also like the anime where the song is from, for sure.
For sure, yeah, no, an iconic song, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And then there was also her original song Astrogirl. Like with that song in particular, it just really felt like like the happy energy that was like going on in there, and then it was like really wholesome. Like towards the end, like you see Sana with all the other council members. So
yeah,
it was a really great song. Like especially shout out to Snow's House too for working with Sana on the song. For sure, it was like pretty good. I'll definitely have that song on repeat even after she graduates. I think it's like on streaming platforms too, so you can like listen to it there too.
Yeah, and then Ophi and I were discussing it a little bit earlier, and it's just, it's a beautiful, fun song already. It's one that gained new meaning after the announcement of her graduation, but talking about the animation and just that it starts off with her being in space and being alone at the start, but then she finds her little bread buddy, but then she starts finding the other members of council, and it plays sort of on the lore actually, because she finds Crony and Bay out in the cosmos, because time and chaos are going to be concepts throughout the universe, that those things are not going to be inherently bound to Earth, and that she is not alone. She finds others along the way and creates these friendships, these relationships, and that eventually the three of them end up at Earth, and they find Fauna and Mume here on Earth, society and nature being things that are more innate to the planet Earth, and that they all come together, and that you have that last shot of the five of them looking up at the sky. And that was actually one that they recreated in the VR stream they had a little over a week ago with the Smol models, that at the end of the stream they pan up and you see the 5 colored stars, each being the colors of one of the council girls, and that one is lifted actually pretty shot for shot from Astrogirl.
Yeah, that was like pretty good, like how everything like came out together for the music video. And yeah, the animation was like pretty well done, like you said. And yeah, the way how it ends, like everyone's all together, they're all happy, that together. And yeah, that just goes to show like with council, like everybody just got along together great, and that's what made them like more enjoyable to watch, like in my opinion.
Yeah, just seeing how genuinely they enjoy each other's company, that obviously that's going to loan itself to any given collab, but it was just, it was so strong and so apparent from the beginning that even in their first couple of collabs and streams together, that you could tell they really had been working together prior to their debuts, and that obviously they've only gotten closer over time. That you see their streams nowadays, the one that they had about a week ago, and even the ones preceding the graduation announcement, that as a cohesive unit, that they all have so much fondness and respect for each other, and it's part of what makes it all so charming, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if you remember the Small Adventures Link Your Wish that was like back in March. Like it featured like the Hololive members. It's like an animation from Konoru.
Yes, yeah.
Call that?
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool when I watched that as well, and seeing that the council members were on there too,
Hmm.
and then yeah, Sana was like right
Sana
there.
in
It's like,
particular had
"Sana
the
big,
moment
yes,
of
yes."
of just found out in the cosmos, and her big form being so much larger even than the ship that they were all in, and that they really played that up. And
Yeah, and
they
had to find her
had
limiter and whatnot, and then girl ended up having it.
Yep.
It was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go.
It's like a 12-minute animation.
Yeah, that was really good. I need to go back and rewatch that because it has been a while. I really enjoyed just it's the first extended, just custom animation with voice acting that's been done. That you have Konoru doing a whole bunch of animations where it's taking audio clips from their streams and then putting it to new backgrounds, and they still have the context, but it's either super exaggerated or done to be extra fun. But this was a ground up production, that there was a script, a storyline, and that you had everyone appearing. And even though they only had their Halloween outfits, so to speak, because if memory serves, those models that they had were initially made by Konoru for Myth or Treat, and that's what they used.
Myth or Treat. Yeah, that was another good one too.
And that's what they used. That's what Council used as their go-to VR models up until they had the new ones just last week, because it's all they had. That's what they used for the Christmas collab that you had at that point. Myth with their Wolfie small models, and that Council was in those sort of silly Myth or Treat ones, and it still worked. It was still a wonderful collab. If you've not seen the 2021 Hololive English Christmas collab, cannot recommend that one enough. So much fun seeing all 11 of them just interacting, being festive, and the fact that you have none of them in their normal models, that even the small ones obviously are those extra silly, playful, and stylized. So just a great stream and a wonderful opportunity seeing all 11 of them together like that.
Yeah, and then also what was it? It was like a cover they did, like the 12 Days of Christmas. Yeah, that was like another one. And they did too.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me of that one. That was fun, and it worked so well because there's 11 of them and they all sing the 12.
Yeah, that was pretty great. You get to hear like all of them sing like their parts and whatnot, and it was really nice. I really enjoyed that one.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Do you have any favorite memories, whether it be ones from those specific streams or even Twitter interactions or just pieces of fan art even?
I would say like Astrogirl for sure. Like that's definitely like a song like I said I would definitely have on repeat. And then in addition, there's also that one cover that did with Sana, the Futari Boshi on that cover.
Yeah.
That one was a surprise. Yeah.
Making sure I'm not confusing it. That's the one that released just a week or two ago, correct? That it was the Tanabata one.
Yeah, the Tanabata one. Yeah, it was like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. And one thing that Sana and Ina have been pretty open about is that they knew each other prior to Hololive. Right. Obviously, no specifics or anything, but just the mere fact that they were familiar, and it's not a Hololive first. That there have been others in the Japanese branch that were familiar with each other prior to joining Hololive, but it's a very special thing when you have that, because it certainly is not a common thing to happen with talents, and it meant that they had this very natural rapport already, that they were able to be just a little bit looser with each other because they had that level of comfort. And for them to come together and do that song, especially since it was released, I think it was a couple of days after the graduation announcement, it felt very special and very personal.
Yeah, that was really, really well said. Like if you like join Hololive or any other agency and you already have like prior interaction with like a Genmei or like someone else that's part of it, it does help, like for sure, because you already have like that rapport as you mentioned, which is like really, really cool.
Yeah, that it's the type of thing that people naturally feel, and I think it's sort of fair to say that Ina, of everybody, was hit. I don't necessarily want to say more than the others, but in a particularly unique way. The fact that she did have this previous familiarity, and that this chapter is coming to an end is going to be unlike what the others are feeling, at least to a small degree. And them being able to have that song together, I think, was really nice. And obviously, they're going to continue to interact. All of them are. That it's one of the wonderful things about a VTuber graduation, that they're not passing on. The person behind Ina is still going to be around. She's still going to be able to interact with everyone from Hololive, and that they will be able to continue to grow closer, even if we don't get to see those interactions. And it's the type of thing that, as a fan, that makes me very happy, frankly. Just, I don't need to see it. I don't need to know that. For me, the way that I interact with content creators as a whole is that, obviously, parasocial relationships are a bad thing. That all I want from my content creators is I want to know that they're happy, and I want to know that they're happy, especially when they're not on stream. That day, people are able to be positive on stream. Sometimes they put on a happy face. Sometimes, it's just easier to be happy when you're streaming because it's something that they enjoy. So knowing that, even though she's stopping streaming as Sana, that, it's of her own choice, and that she'll be able to continue to have those friends as a fan, that makes it so much easier for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you don't feel like as bad, like knowing that, like, Sana, even after graduation, she'll still be in contact with the other members. So that's like pretty cool. And yeah, it's like they're not forgetting about her, Sana. Sana will be eternal, like, in everyone's hearts forever. And yeah, she deserves all the love, like, absolutely. Like, during, like, the final days that she's still here.
Yeah, that the refrain of Sana is eternal. I think it was Callie who had that first tweet with that particular line. It's definitely one that is stuck.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and it's really true, and it's very nice. For you in particular, is there anything about Sana that you're really going to remember? That even if it's not a particular moment, are there any aspects of her that just, when you think back a year from now, 2 years from now, and someone brings up Sana or asks, hey, I just got into VTubing and Hololive recently, and I see that there's this member of council who's not here anymore. What are the things that are really going to be top of mind for you?
As I mentioned earlier, like, definitely, like, the positive energy that she brings, and yeah, how she's, like, so, like heartwarming, I should say, like, the way how she's loving and caring towards her Sanalites, and she can really sing as well. Like, I would definitely recommend them, like, the covers that she's done, and even, like, her original song Astrogirl too, because yeah, she can sing for sure. Like, I do enjoy her singing. And yeah, and I'll definitely, like, recommend, like, some, like, Sana, like, highlights, clips, or, like, from her past streams, like, just get a better idea of who Sana is. And yeah, hopefully, like, that person will get a better idea of how she is, like, even though after she's gone, like, her stuff will still be there.
Yeah,
for sure, her channel is not disappearing. So
that's the other big thing, that you can actually just refer them and say, all right, well, here's the channel, and you can really go through it all. If you want it, you can watch from debut all the way up through graduation and really just see that full chronology. I don't know if you're necessarily going to spend that many hours on it, but that those options will always be there, and that it's an unfortunate side effect of the YouTube content management system that the member streams are going to be deleted after a time, but that's just YouTube and how they work. That's not a thing of Cover's choice or anything, but that fortunately there are still so many streams in the just under 1 year that we had with Sana, and that there will be all these memories to look back on and to relive. And even if you don't have time for that, goodness knows, Clippers have been doing their job since day one, and there will be plenty of those.
Absolutely.
That just, throw in YouTube's Sana best moments or Sana clips, Sana reactions, that there's going to be all of those to see, and art, so many different ways to remember and celebrate the legacy of Tsukumo Sana.
Yeah. It has been like a pleasure for me to actually like react to Sana. So yeah. I mean, that's really like it was a pleasure because like I've been there like ever since her debut. So I've got to see her grow like since then.
Do you recall any particular parts of your reaction? Because we sort of buried the lead there of that you, in particular, as a content creator, reactions are the primary part, I think it's fair to say, of your content.
Yes.
Do you have any particular memories of just the reaction? Obviously, we've sort of covered the pieces that are most memorable, but like looking back on yourself reacting, was there any part of that particular video that will really stick with you?
Well, yeah, definitely like the Astrogirl reaction. Like I was like, I really felt like so happy when I reacted because like the positive energy that you get, like that you just really feel happy like just watching Astrogirl and the music video, and like I just like seeing like Sana smile. It just really like put a smile on my face, and that really stuck out like a lot to me.
Yeah, absolutely. She does have a very, very good smile that, I've been using different GIFs on Twitter when advertising the show for tonight. And, there's so many to choose from. And it's just, she is so expressive, not only in her voice, but she was also given a model that is so good and expressive. And just, it does a wonderful job of conveying that sheer joy that she exudes.
Yeah, that's definitely what I love a lot about Sana. Just like she could put a smile on your face, like even if you have like a bad day and you just tune into Sana, and she just makes you smile, and that I do appreciate that, like for her for that, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're starting to get to the end of our time here, do you have anything that if you could deliver a special message to Sana, what would you say?
I would say, Sana, thank you like so much for everything. Like during your time in Hololive English as Holo Council, like ever since you've debuted, like you've been a joy to watch. Like not just like the covers, original songs, but also like some highlights or like some streams that I've watched from you. And I truly believe that like that positive energy that you have will continue to go. Will to continue to go with you even after graduation, and whatever you choose to do after you graduate. I do wish you the very best of luck on your future endeavors. I hope you're able to do or find something that makes you happy. Like as long as you're happy with where you're at, like after graduation, that's what make me happy too. That's what I would want to see. Like as long as you're happy, that's what really matters to me. So thank you.
Yeah, no, very well said, and that I couldn't agree more. Of just the concept of if you're happy, I'm happy, and like I said, that's I think one of the best ways that somebody can interact with a content creator is just being that type of supportive and recognizing that yes, this is her decision, and that while it's a bit sad, it's clear that she's sad about it, but that it is still the decision that she feels is best for her, and that we respect that, and we can only hope that she will be happy and successful in whatever she decides to do next. And it's so very clear that she has those skills and now has this incredible experience of just whatever she does next, that she's been in Hololive. She has been a Hololive streamer for a year and
almost
done
a year,
all the
actually.
things that entails, and that's a lot. That is a truly unique experience, and it's something that regardless of what she does next, that she'll be able to carry with her and bring it to her art, her content, her life. And that I certainly hope that she feels that she's better for it. I think she does. And whatever she does next, that maybe we'll end up seeing it, and it won't be Sana. It will be obviously the person behind Sana, but knowing that they will be out there and that they'll be either doing art or creating in whatever medium they so choose is an exciting prospect of its own. And knowing that one day you might be just going along on the internet and stumble upon that next, reincarnation, for lack of a better term here, and that the person behind Sana isn't going away, that they will still be around, and that we just hope they live their best life.
Yeah, definitely. Very well said. Yeah, she's very talented. Yeah, she could sing, she could do art, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of open doors for her after her time comes. I truly believe she could easily find something that she'll be happy with, and she won't be gone. She'll still be around. So I do hope she'll do great things. She'll do great things as the person behind Sana. Definitely.
Well, Moral, thank you so much for stopping by. 30 minutes has just flown by.
Time flew. Yeah,
yeah, just
yeah.
boom, 30 minutes. And I appreciate you reaching out. You reached out to me. It was last minute, but I was so happy to. I actually took a nap before the show tonight because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't tired or anything. And I woke up to the message from you saying, "Hey, saw this," and it was the type of thing that, at that 11th hour, I was not expecting to add someone in at the last minute. I was like, it's Moral. I've seen him around. I know, even if we haven't really had a chance to interact at length before that, as soon as I saw that the request was from you, I was like, oh yeah, I can get Moral in. No problem. And, it's been such a delight, and for me, just a genuine surprise and a very pleasant one at that. So thank you so much for taking that initiative to reach out, Moral. I'm glad you were able to make it, and I do hope to see you around. So thank you again, and have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you enjoy the graduation stream and all the memories of Sana. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It was a great opportunity to chat with you for the very first time, and pretty much share my experience with Sana ever since she debuted up until now. So I really do appreciate you for having something like this for other creators, to share what they thought of Sana, the experiences, the memories, and man, I really like that. So thank you so much for that.
This is sort of this is my way of celebrating and giving back, and just sort of in a sense also it's my sort of coping mechanism in commiserating in my own way that I'm not an artist. I'm not able to make anything to post on Twitter in that sense, but I did this for Coco, felt it was very successful. So it was in the middle of the graduation announcement stream that I caught wind of it a couple minutes into it, that I wasn't tuning in live at first, but tuned in for the last 2 minutes, and got the information I needed to get. And it was pretty instant for me of, well, I'm going to do a Sana appreciation stream. That's my way of celebrating and just allowing folks to come in and share their memories. And everybody is going to be celebrating and commiserating in their own way, and this is sort of how I do it, and it's been just a delight. So thank you for being part of this, and for being part of my way of going through all of this. So again, just absolute joy. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you around.
All right, thank you again. It was a real pleasure to be part of this. So thank you again.